Back here at Fort Morgan High School, 21-15 is our score as we get set here to start third quarter. Braden, you just had the chance to talk to Coach Krackemeyer. What are some things he'd like to see in the second half of this basketball game?
He said he needs to do a little bit better job on defense down low, moving their feet a little bit more. We saw the fouls pick up down towards the end. He said that's a little bit of us getting lazy, not moving our feet. On the offensive side of the ball, we need to stay patient, move the ball around, and wait for that open shot that they gave us in the first half. He was pleased the way they started to play later in the second half. He said after we went cold, late in that second half, we started to move the ball better. I'd like to see that throughout the rest of the game.
Well, we'll see if the Mustangs can execute as Allie Schneider, Sammy Pettyjohn, Brooke Wiederspan, Ashley Apple, Alexis Bills on the floor for the Lady Mustangs to start this second half as the Mustangs set up with their original starting five on the home hardwood here in Fort Morgan. For the Tigers, Tyler Krishman, Rochelle Knutson, Alex Masters, Macy Keel, and Drew Carlson to start this third quarter. Mustangs with the possession arrow get the basketball, and we're underway here third quarter. Ball sent in low to Schneider. Shots up and good as the Mustangs come out of the tunnel and get the first 2 points on the basket by Schneider. Full court pressure being applied. Bills guarding Knutson as Knutson works across half court. Basketball for much of this game, Braden, has been worked around the three-point line for the Tigers. Their objective trying to get in and low to Krishman. And really up until this point of the basketball game have been unlucky in doing so. Keel with the basketball looking to try to get it in. Krishman down low and does. Shot's no good. Rebound taken by Wiederspan who quickly outlets the Bills. Bills puts pressure on the Tigers as she brings it across half court. Now sends it up top to Pettyjohn to set up this Mustangs offense. Pettyjohn to Bills, far side, free throw line extended. As Bills drives now and works baseline, gets it into Schneider. Schneider turns to her left, off the glass, in and good. 4 quick points for Allie here early third quarter as the Mustangs extend their lead 25-15 as Bills applies pressure to Knutson, trying to get again across half court. Knutson sends it left side, now back up top to Carlson. Carlson gets it in low. Krishman goes up for the shot. She's fouled. Fouls on Schneider. That's going to be Allie's third. And that's going to send Tyler Krishman to the line to shoot two. Krishman's 0 for 4 tonight from the free throw line. We'll see if she's able to convert any of these two opportunities to points as Mustangs lead 25-10, 6:30 to go, third quarter. Tyler's first free throw's good.
Ackley Building Center, your one-stop center for projects around your home, office, or yard. Ackley Building Center, located at 1402 Mill Street in Brush.
Krishman sets and shoots her second. Second's long, no good. Big bounce off the backboard. Apple tries to come away with it, can't hold on to it as she loses the basketball and it goes out of bounds. Ball will stay with the Tigers. Tigers underneath their basket. Knutson gets it in up top the key to Harris. Harris swings it around, far side baseline to Knutson. Knutson shoots and makes the 2-point basket, baseline in and good. Mustangs with the ball, get across half court. Pettyjohn has it, now sends it in front of the Mustangs bench to Bills. Bills look to drive, now sends it back around top of the key as Pettyjohn looks for something to happen as she's running around trying to get free and does. Now gives the ball to Schneider. Schneider to Apple. Apple turns, drives, goes up for the shot, has it blocked. Krishman comes away with the loose basketball. 25-18 is our score as the Tigers have it and work on their half of the floor. Keel up top, now sends it far side in the corner. Knutson shot long, no good. Rebound taken by Pettyjohn. Pettyjohn quickly outlets to Schneider. Schneider has pace, sends it right side. Wiederspan, and an offensive foul on Schneider. Not sure where Allie went wrong there, but nonetheless, that's going to be her 4th foul. She's going to take a seat. We've got a long way to go in this basketball game. She's not happy about it as Danielle Gross comes into the game for her. And that's Schneider's 4th. Tigers with the basketball. Knutson working to bring it across half court and does. She's got room to run, now sends it right side to Harris. Harris drives baseline, tries to get it back up to Knutson and does. As the basketball works around up top to Chrisman. Much of Sterling's offense works around the three-point line as they try to get their tower down low. Chrisman free. She has the ball left block. Turnaround jump shot's no good. Rebound taken by Knutson as the Tigers come away with the offensive board. Wide open three-point shot. Straight away long, no good. Rebound taken by Alexis Bills. Mustangs with the basketball. Apple, Pettyjohn, Bills, Gross, Wiederspan on the floor for the Mustangs. Brooke with the basketball. Now up top to Apple in low baseline, Pettyjohn. Pettyjohn turns towards the key, now backs it up. Jump shot, 20 foot off the glass, in and good. 27-18 is the score. Mustangs lead. Playing here at home tonight in Fort Morgan. 4:10 to go in this third quarter. Sterling with the ball in low, right block, Chrisman. Chrisman turns. Shot's no good, but she's fouled. Fouls on Ashley Apple. That's going to be Ashley's 2nd, and that's going to send Chrisman back to the line to shoot 2.
Chrisman did a good job as Apple had her hands up and just got Chrisman's body into Apple and drew the foul.
Tyler's first free throw's up and no good.
Buildings by Design. The most important thing to buying a new building or starting a new design build project is picking the right company to build it. Call Pat Walter, Travis Lefevre, or Jared Samples for your free bid. 970-842-5837. Buildingsbydesign.com.
After that miss by Chrisman, Coach Chrisman, Kent Chrisman is the head coach for the Sterling Tigers, wants to talk about it with his team. We'll take a break with him. 4 minutes to go in this third quarter. 27-18 is our score. Girls basketball, B106, B106.com. Back here at Fort Morgan High School coming out of this timeout. 27-18 is our score as the Mustangs lead. And Chrisman's on the line set to shoot her 2nd. Tyler now 7 free throw attempts tonight, Braden. Only 1 for 7.
Yeah, lucky for the Mustangs is they've kind of got her numbers. She's struggling from the line tonight. She's really struggling to shoot the ball anywhere. If we've seen a good look from her, she's had a lot of good looks from 6-8 feet. Just nothing falling for her.
Tyler sets to shoot her 2nd on its way. No good as Bills comes away with the rebound. Bill immediately runs into pressure. Outlets the basketball to Apple, who quickly gets it off to Gross. If Gross not careful, she's going to have it taken away, and does from behind by the Tigers. Macy Keel. Ball now worked around three-point line. Shot baseline. No good by Harris. Chrisman comes away with the rebound and puts the shot back up and in and good. 27-20 is our score. Mustangs have to do a better job of knowing where Chrisman's at on the offensive end of the floor. Mustangs respond with a basket of their own as Apple puts the 2-point layup in and good. Mustangs back on defense, 29-20. Mustangs lead, 3:20 to go, third quarter. Ball right side in low, baseline, now back up top. Harris has the basketball, trying to get it in low to Chrisman. Chrisman well guarded by Bills and Apple. Now goes far side baseline as Knutson throws up that shot with her left hand. Shot's no good. Whistle and a foul on the play. Fouls on Rachel Knutson after the miss. That's going to be her 3rd. First team foul this half for the Tigers as Mustangs have the basketball, length of the floor to go. Brooke Wiederspan is going to take a break as Brittany Winsheimer comes into the basketball game for her. Ashley Apple, Sammy Pettyjohn, Alexis Bills, Danielle Gross. The other Mustangs on the floor. Pass by the Mustangs. Little low to Apple. She can't handle it as it hits her foot, goes out of bounds. Turnover Mustangs. Basketball back with the Tigers. 2:55 to go, third quarter. Full court pressure being applied. Sterling actually here lately has handled it well, not too much trouble. As Chrisman now has it straight away, 3-point line. Basketball worked around the corner. Now back up top, and a foul. Drew Carlson tried to turn the corner on the right elbow, ran into Danielle Gross. Both players hit the deck. Fouls on Danielle for the Mustangs. That's going to be Gross's second. As Devin Lapp enters the ball game for Ashley Apple on the Mustangs' end of the floor. Tigers quick to try to get it inbound. Lapp pokes the basketball away and out of bounds. Good defense there by Devin as Tigers will have the ball just in front of the scorer's table, set to inbounds it. And do so successfully as Carlson sets up the offense, guarded by the Mustangs' Gross. Now sent right side to Keel. Keel tries to get it in low to Krishman. Basketball goes through everybody and out of bounds. Turnover on the Tigers gives the basketball back to the Mustangs. 2:29 to go, third quarter. 29-20 is our score. Mustangs have led throughout. As Pettyjohn brings the basketball across half court, Mustangs have the numbers. As Bills had an open pass when she saw it, but threw it a little late. Ball's poked away out of bounds. Mustangs have it still. She was trying to hit the open Winsheimer, but Sterling did well to close the gap, knocked the ball out of bounds. Quick inbounds play. Winsheimer, three-point shot, no good. Rebound taken by Pettyjohn. Brings the basketball back up top. Now tries to drive the lane. She's fouled. Fouls on Macy Keel of the Tigers. That's her second. As the Mustangs set up their inbounds play, they'll have the basketball just in front of their bench. As Brittany Winsheimer will be the player to inbound it. Gross is likely her intended recipient. Instead, Gross sets the screen, frees up Bills. Bills in the corner, three-point shot, long, no good. As the Tigers' Alex Masters comes away with the rebound. Quickly outlets it to Schaefer. Schaefer sends it left side to Carlson. Now back up top to Masters. Masters to Schaefer. Schaefer straightaway three, no good. Ball rattles around on the floor. Pettyjohn comes away with it. Ball's knocked away out of bounds. Official says last touched by Pettyjohn. Coach Krackemeyer doesn't like the call, nor does Pettyjohn or anybody in the building. Nonetheless, Tigers basketball, minute 45 to go, third quarter. 29-20, Mustangs lead. Schaefer has the basketball and room to run. Hands it off straight away, free throw line. Now sent out left side. Lane's driven by Carlson. Carlson outlets the basketball far side to Keel. Keel's shot's no good as the basketball goes out of bounds. Nobody touches it. Ball will be given to the Mustangs. Seeing some full court pressure here from the Tigers. Mustangs do well to break the press. Bills on the break, sends it left side baseline to Winsheimer. Winsheimer's shot no good. Lapp comes away with it as she goes back up. No good. Whistle's blown on the rebound, and looks like it's going to be a foul on the Mustangs. Brittany Winsheimer, we were fighting for the offensive board.
I didn't see that foul at all, Josh. I figured I'd expect them to get Sterling as Devin Lapp went back up for the shot after she grabbed that rebound to try and draw the foul for the Tigers. Sterling,
the much bigger ball club here as far as height is concerned, which for us Mustangs, we get lost in the crowd and some of these fouls don't go our way. As we're a scrappy bunch trying to fight for these loose balls. Unfortunately, the size not to our advantage here, nor the whistle, as Winsheimer's called with the foul. Sterling with the basketball. Well defended and guarded by Wiederspan, who pokes it away, and as it's poked away, we've got another whistle. Foul's called on Drew Carlson of the Tigers. Sorry, Heather Petard. Mustangs with the ball, unable to hold on to it as Pettyjohn tries to get it from Wiederspan down low, loses the handle, it's out of bounds. 48.6 seconds on the game clock. Mustangs lead 29-20. Tigers with the basketball, length of the floor to go. They work to get across half court, guarded by Mustangs' Lapp. Carlson now able to get across for the Tigers as she sends it right side in low, block to Masters. Masters turns around, shots made Foul's called on 22, Brooke Wiederspan for the Mustangs, and that's going to send Masters to the line for the three-point play. Basket's good. Foul's on Wiederspan as Masters shoots. Shot's no good. Rebound taken by Lapp with 30 seconds to go in this third quarter. Lapp quickly outlets it up court. Winsheimer tries to get the streaking Lapp in low, unable to do so. Yet another foul called as now we're back to the normal Mustang basketball we know and like to see, Braden. A lot of fouls being called now. And with that foul, we're going to probably be in the one-on-one bonus situation. That's going to be the Mustangs' 7th, as that foul's on Sammy Pettyjohn, her first.
Not something you like to see. I would expected to Coach Krakemeyer take a timeout about the 2-minute mark when the Mustangs kind of went cold, started playing that scrappy basketball where they're just flying around, throwing their arms and stuff, not moving their feet. No timeout called. We'll see with 22.2 seconds left to go, which Coach Krakemeyer has to say during the fourth quarter.
Schaefer's attempt, no good. Tigers come away with the rebound, reset their offense as Chrisman has the basketball up top, now sends it left side as Carlson drives the lane. Her shot a wild one, no good. Rebound taken by Chrisman. Chrisman's fouled on the offensive board and putback. Shot's no good. Fouls on the Mustangs, Brooke Wiederspan. That's Brooke's second and going to send Chrisman back to the line to shoot two. Chrisman 1 of 8 tonight from the free throw line. 6 seconds to go in this third quarter. Mustangs lead 29-22 as Chrisman's first is good.
Morgan Federal Bank, your one-stop shop for all of your banking and investment needs, from checkings to savings to IRAs. 321 Insane Street, Morgan Federal Bank. There's a difference. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Second shot by Chrisman, no good. Rebound taken by the Mustangs' Devin Lapp, and she's fouled before she can break free. Foul's going to be on Kendall Meyer. That's going to be Kendall's first. Only the third team foul for the Tigers. Mustangs with fourth team foul for the Tigers. Mustangs with 8. Minute on the clock. Not going to be a chance for the Mustangs as they had the length of the floor to go. Nobody's arm strong enough in this building to throw the basketball that far as time comes to a close here in this third quarter. After 3 in the books, 29-23 is our score. We'll take a quick break. Be back with the fourth quarter. Mustangs girls basketball, B106, B106.com. Back here for Morgan High School, Josh Miller alongside Braden Schneider. 29-23 is our score as Sterling will start with the basketball here, fourth quarter underway. Mustangs, Sammy Pettyjohn, Brittany Winsheimer, Alexis Bills, Brooke Wiederspan, Ashley Apple. Pettyjohn with the steal, goes up for the shot. She's fouled. Foul's going to be on Drew Carlson. That's going to be her fourth if I have my numbers right. Third. Thank you, Braden. Third foul on Carlson. That's going to send Pettyjohn to the line to shoot two. Mustangs outscored in that third quarter, 8-12. As the Sterling Tigers here on the road tonight able to close the gap as the lead is now shrunk to 6. Pettyjohn's first free throw attempt, no good.
Central Auto Parts for all of your auto supply needs. Stop by Central Auto Parts at West Platte Avenue in Fort Morgan.
Pettyjohn sets to shoot her second. It's on its way and good. 1 for 2 is Pettyjohn from the line tonight. 5 points for her here in tonight's ball game as Mustangs set up on the defensive end of the floor. Basketball sent right side, free throw line extended, now down and low, and a quick turnaround basket's up and good by Alex Masters. 30-25, Mustangs lead, 7:30 to go in this basketball game. A lot of parallels here from when these two teams met earlier in January. Mustangs unable to come out of the third quarter with the lead in the ball game on the 13th of January, but here tonight, Mustangs survived the third quarter. 30-25 is our score. We've got a foul down low. Mustangs have the basketball. Fouls on Drew Carlson. That's her fourth as Pettyjohn sets to inbound it for the Mustangs and does so baseline to Winsheimer. Now up top, key to Bills, back into the corner. Winsheimer drives baseline, has a wide open lane to run. Shot's no good. Rebound taken by the Tigers as the Mustangs get back on defense. 7 minutes to go in this basketball game. Fort Morgan at home here tonight leads 30-25 as Apple takes away the basketball from Tyler Chrisman, but if Apple's not careful, she's going to have it taken right back. We've got whistles a little bit everywhere. Travel called on the Tigers, who came away with it there and took it back from Apple. Nonetheless, Mustangs basketball, 6:52 to go as Wiederspan sets the inbound and does so to Bills. Tigers trying to run full court pressure and trap. Mustangs do well to break it, get across half court as Bills sets up the offense. Sends it left side, Pettyjohn right in front of the Mustangs bench. Pettyjohn looks for Apple, instead hits Wiederspan. Wiederspan's pass baseline, now up top to Bills. Bills 20-foot jump shot, right elbow. Off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound taken by the Tigers. Tigers push the pace and get it across half court. Now back up top as Brittany Harris for the Tigers has it, sends it in low. Turnaround in off the glass and good by Masters. Off that make, timeout for the Tigers. They want to talk about things as they've closed this gap. 6:14 to go in this basketball game. 30-27 is our score. Listening to Mustangs girls basketball, B106, B106.com. Back here at Fort Morgan High School, 6:14 to go in this basketball game. 30-27 is our score. Mustangs have to convert opportunities to points as we were outscored in that third quarter, 8-12. And with the free throw converted here early in this quarter by Pettyjohn, 9 points this half in comparison to 21 in the first. Mustangs with the basketball, trying to get across half court, have it taken away by Keel. Keel nobody to beat but herself. Layup's no good. Rebound taken by the Tigers. Offensive rebound's been an issue as of late as the Tigers come away with a lot of extra opportunities. Mustangs have to do a better job rebounding the basketball. Shot by the Tigers, no good. Whistle blown. We've got a foul. Foul's on Alex Masters. That's going to be Alex's first. Basketball with the Mustangs. With that foul, we're going to be in the bonus situation. Mustangs go to the line. Ashley Apple to shoot the 1-and-1 play. Danielle Gross into the game for Brittany Winsheimer. Brooke Wiederspan, Ashley Apple, Alexis Bills, Allie Schneider. 5:52 to go in this basketball game. Mustangs lead by 3, 30-27. Apple set, shoots her first. Bounces off the rim, no good. Rebound taken by Chrisman for the Tigers. Quickly outletted to Knutson, who brings the ball across half court, guarded by the Mustangs' Danielle Gross. Gross forces Knutson to her left, passing low to Chrisman. Squirts away and out of bounds, but they're going to say last touched by the Mustangs.
Well, I have to agree with the Mustang fans as you hear them groan and grunt in the background as that went right through Chrisman's legs, and the officials somehow thought it went off of Gross's.
Back in low to Chrisman. Her turnaround jump shot's no good. Rebound taken by Schneider. 30-27, 5:25 to go, fourth quarter as Schneider brings it across half court. Room to run, middle of the lane, jump shot good. Allie Schneider extends this Mustangs lead to 5 as Danielle Gross picks up the basketball across half court. Tigers again working their offense around the top of the three-point line much of the evening, working to try to get it in low to either Masters or Chrisman. Chrisman now with the basketball up top, sets a screen, sends it back down in low. Ball up top, straight away, three-point line, Brittany Harris. Mustangs doing well here on this defensive set. Chrisman gets free off the screen. Her layup again, no good. She comes away with her own rebound, and she's fouled. Foul's going to be on Mustangs. Brooke Wiederspan, that's going to be Brooke's third. Tigers in the bonus situation. We'll go to the line. Chrisman will shoot the 1-and-1 play. Devin Lapp into the basketball game for Wiederspan. Apple out of the basketball game. As the Mustangs have Allie Schneider, Alexis Bills, Danielle Gross, Sammy Pettyjohn, Devin Lapp, on the floor. Chrisman's first is in and good. 32-28, 4:40 to go in this basketball game.
Premier Farm Credit, committed to serving those in production ag. Premier Farm Credit, the gold standard in ag lending.
Chrisman's second, no good. Rebound taken by Lapp. As Lapp tries to come away with it, they're going to say jump ball. Possession arrows with the Mustangs. As Lapp sets up, Mustangs have the length of the floor to go. Gross quickly sends it to Pettyjohn. Pettyjohn looks for help. Gets it in the form of Danielle Gross. Gross now back up top to Pettyjohn. Pettyjohn tries to get it in low, but her weak pass is taken away by Knutson. They can't hold on to it as long as they had it taken away. Mustangs get it back. Bills in low to Schneider. Schneider left block to Lapp. Lapp goes up and's fouled. A little bit of hot potato there here on our half of the floor. Mustangs come away with the loose ball. Devin Lapp's shot no good, but she is fouled, and will go to the line and shoot two for the Mustangs. Fouls on Rachel Knutson. That's her fourth. As Devin shoots and sets first on the way, no good.
Northern Colorado Title. For all of your title needs, visit Tim Weimer at Northern Colorado Title at 205 West Kiowa in Fort Morgan.
Lapp regroups, sets, shoots her second. Second off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound taken by the Tigers. Schneider and Bills put pressure on the Tigers as they work to try to get across half court. Basketball's now picked up by Gross. Mustangs set up on defense. Lapp fronting Chrisman down low. Bills on the other side, low block, guards Masters. Keel works and tries to get it in low. Has the basketball taken away by Schneider. Schneider pushes the pace, brings the basketball across half court after the dribble behind her back. Lets the Mustangs set up on offense. Sends it right side, Pettyjohn. 3:40 to go in this basketball game. Mustangs lead by 4, 32-28. Schneider's turnaround jump shot just inside the free throw line, no good. Rebound taken by Knutson. Tigers with the basketball just in front of their bench. Knutson looking for help, now pulls the basketball back up top, almost half court line. As she now sends it left side, Keel. Keel's jump shot just inside the 2-point line is good. Closing the lead for the Mustangs to 2 with 3:10 to go in this ball game. Schneider with the basketball. She's not careful. She's going to lose it. Her softball pass is taken away by Chrisman. Chrisman quickly sends it in low, but has her pass taken away by Sammy Pettyjohn. Whistle blown. Pettyjohn's fouled. She's going to go to the line and shoot the 1-and-1 for the Mustangs. Just under 3 minutes to go in this basketball game. Mustangs lead 32-30. As that foul's on Macy Keel. That's going to be her third. Tigers' ninth. As Pettyjohn gets ready to shoot the 1-and-1 play for the Mustangs. Mustang needs points. Mustangs, Braden, need to do a better job holding on to the basketball.
Most definitely, and every free throw right here counts as they're only up by 2. Every free throw needs to count.
Mustangs with Alexis Bills, Devin Lapp, Danielle Gross, Brittany Winsheimer, Sammy Pettyjohn on the floor as Allie Schneider takes a seat for the Mustangs. Pettyjohn's first on its way. Shots off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound bounced around. Lapp comes away with it. Unfortunately for the Mustangs, it's going to be jump ball. Possession arrow with the Tigers. Off that miss by Pettyjohn. Tigers going to have the basketball. 2:58 to go. Mustangs with a slim 2-point lead. 32-30 is the score. Guarded by Gross as Knutson tries to get across half court. Good defense by Danielle. Tries to get it in low to Chrisman and does. He lays it up and in, and this ball game is tied. 32-32 is our score. 2:42 to go in the basketball game. Timeout called by Kent Chrisman. The 30-second timeout will stay with you.
This timeout is brought to you by Bijou T-Quest. Stop by 302 Main Street in Fort Morgan. Letter jackets, t-shirts, banners, and more. They're also your local experts in customizing your team's sports apparel. Also brought to you by Insurance Connection. Whether it's health, life, or dental insurance or medical care supplements, see Sharon Kaufman at Insurance Connections today.
Turnovers becoming a key for the Mustangs here late in this basketball game as they're giving extra opportunities to the Tigers. Talked about it in pregame. We talked about it at halftime, but Chrisman getting a lot of her own rebounds, going back up and creating some extra opportunities for the Tigers. Smart little play there by Knutson, who drove the lane, draw through three Mustangs, and left Chrisman wide open for the basket, which ties this basketball game. Clock's running. Mustangs with the ball. 32-32 is our score. 2:30 to go in this basketball game as Bills brings it across half court. Basketball is now worked around to Schneider. Schneider looks to drive the lane, sends it far side to Pettyjohn. Pettyjohn back up top to Schneider, who looks in low to Apple. Instead, sends it left side, Bills. Bills in low, Winsheimer. Winsheimer, Pettyjohn's shot off the front of the rim, no good. Basketball out of bounds, last touch by the Tigers. Mustang with a good look there, unable to convert. 32-32 is our score, 2:13 to go in this basketball game. Pettyjohn with the ball, inbounds it quickly, Winsheimer. Winsheimer has it taken away. Taken away by Drew Carlson of the Tigers as Pettyjohn fouls her as she tries to get across half court. It's going to be Sammy's second. It's going to put the Tigers in the double bonus situation, and that's going to send Drew Carlson to the line to shoot two. Danielle Gross in front of the scorer's table, set to come back in for the Mustangs. After this first shot attempt by Carlson. Carlson's first, no good.
Equitable Savings and Loan, Northeast Colorado's hometown savings and loan in Fort Morgan and Brush.
Danielle Gross, Ashley Apple, Alexis Bills, Brittany Winsheimer, Allie Schneider on the floor for the Lady Mustangs. 2:07 to go in this basketball game. 32-32 is our score. Second attempt also no good. Rebound taken by Apple, quickly outletted to Schneider. Schneider lets her team catch up, sets up the offense as she brings the ball across half court. Sends it left side to Gross in front of the Mustangs bench. Gross cross court to Schneider. Schneider runs into pressure, picks up her dribble, now outlets quickly to Gross. Into the corner, Bills. Bills with room to shoot and does. Her shot rattles around and in and good. 2-point basket by Bills. It gives the Mustangs the lead back with 1:30 to go in this ball game. 34-32 is our score. Knutson with the ball. Schneider's got to be careful. She's got 4 fouls. Knutson's shot long, no good. Rebound taken by Masters. Tigers with the offensive rebound. Schaefer's three-point shot. Knutson's three-point shot, is good off the rebound. And gives Sterling their first lead of this basketball game, 35-34. Bills runs into pressure as she's trying to get across half court. Coach Krackemeyer calls a timeout, wants to talk about it with his ladies. 1:08 to go in the ball game. 35-34. Mustangs trail by 1. You're listening to girls basketball, B106, B106.com. Back here at Fort Morgan High School. Close ball game here. Going to go down to the wire. 1:08 to go in the basketball game. Mustangs trail 35-34. Sterling with their first lead of the night. Mustangs with the basketball coming out of this timeout. Bills will set to inbound it for the Mustangs and does to Pettyjohn. Mustangs need points and then need a stop. Sent left side, Schneider in front of the Mustangs bench. Schneider now back up top, Gross as they work around three-point line in the corner. Pass knocked away out of bounds by Masters. Mustangs will still have the basketball. 56 seconds to go. Mustangs need points and then a stop. Schneider to inbound and does to Bills. Bills to Schneider. Schneider looks to drive the lane. She goes up. Whistle blown. She's fouled. Schneider's going to go to the line to shoot 2 for the Mustangs. Fouls on Brittany Harris. Tigers, that's her second. Both teams at this point in the double bonus situation. 52 seconds to go in this basketball game. Mustangs trail 35-34. Schneider sets to shoot 2. Schneider's first on its way, and in good.
That's a big free throw for the Mustangs as Allie Schneider was 2 for 2 right now makes it 2 for 3 on the night. Mustangs need every free throw they can get at this point.
After that free throw make by Schneider, Coach Krackemeyer wants to talk about it with his ladies. He's going to take a 30-second timeout. We'll stay here with you. This timeout brought to you by Equitable Savings and Loan, Northeast Colorado's hometown saving and loans in Fort Morgan and Brush. 52 seconds to go as we set the stage here and close out this ball game. With the make by Schneider, this basketball game is tied 35-35. Both teams in the double bonus. Mustangs have led all night. Sterling gets the first lead of the game, lead for 30 seconds before this foul, and Schneider ties it back up. 52 seconds to go. Schneider out of this timeout. Has the Mustangs set up, and Schneider now ready to shoot her second. Schneider's shot on the way, banked in and good. Mustangs with the 1-point lead. Clock running. 45 seconds to go as Chrisman brings the basketball across half court for the Tigers. Mustangs lead 36-35. 40 seconds on the game clock as the Tigers work the basketball around. Looking to try to get it in low. Chrisman drives baseline, well guarded by Apple. Pass now back out top to Carlson. Carlson looks to go baseline. Instead gives it back up top. Now left side to Petard. Petard to Chrisman. Chrisman's pass taken away by Apple, who quickly outlets the ball to Gross. Schneider with it. Gives it to Bills. 15 on the clock and running. Bills is fouled. 12.4 on the clock. 36-35 is our score. As Alexis Bills is going to go to the line for the Mustangs. She has 2 free throws coming her way. 2 big shots here for the Mustangs. Alexis Bills as she sets to shoot her first. Alexis' shot on the way. Good.
Good make by Alexis Bills. A lot of pressure there. Allie Schneider set her up to give the Mustangs a 1-point lead. Now if Alexis Bills makes this is a good position for the Mustangs as they just need to stay back, play good defense, and not let Sterling get inside or make him shoot that outside 3.
Bills' second is good, extending the lead for the Mustangs to 3. 38-35 is the score. The Sterling Tigers on the road here tonight are going to have 12 seconds left to try to convert on the offensive side of the floor. They need 3 points. The Mustangs again have led all night. They played this Sterling Ball Club hard back on January 13th. Mustangs falling short that evening, being out-rebounded by almost 30 boards that night. Foul trouble's been an issue this season for the Mustangs. Mustangs have done a pretty darn good job tonight avoiding the foul trouble, and in the fouls that they have been called for haven't really hurt themselves. As Chrisman from the free throw line, I think she's converted 2 free throws all night, 2 of 10 from the free throw line, which lucky for the Mustangs as we sit here with 12.4 to go. 38-35 is the score. Curious to see out of this timeout if the Mustangs apply full court pressure or if they set back. And from the looks of it, we're going to apply full court pressure here. 12.4 to go. Chrisman to inbound the ball for the Tigers as it's quickly outletted and brought across half court by Drew Carlson. Whistle blown. Timeout called by Coach Chrisman. 7.2 on the clock. 38-35 is our score. We'll take a quick break. Be back for the finish. Girls basketball, B106, B106.com. Back here at Fort Morgan High School, Josh Miller alongside Braden Schneider. What once was a ball game where the Mustangs led by as much as 13. Had the lead stripped away from them here with a minute to go in this basketball game. Regain their composure and the lead. Now have a 3-point lead, 38-35, 7 seconds to go. Tigers inbound the basketball. Shot in the corner by Chrisman's no good. Rebounded by Knutson. 3-point shot, a long one, no good. At the buzzer, Mustangs win. Braden, you and I talking about it in the break, hoping we didn't find a way to lose this one. And for the Mustangs, they finished on a strong note and the win. 38-35 is our final. Braden's going to head down and talk to Coach Krackemeyer, and one of these Mustangs players says we're victorious here tonight. 38-35 is our final. We'll take a quick break. Be back with post-game interviews and numbers. You're listening to Mustangs basketball, B106, B106.com. Back here at Fort Morgan High School, Mustangs victorious. 38-35 is our score and final. This Mustang post-game show brought to you by High Plains Bank in Wiggins. No matter what your loans need, stop by High Plains Bank, 502 Central Avenue in Wiggins today. Also inquire about checking and savings account as well as CDs at High Plains Bank in Wiggins. Braden Schneider with Alexis Bills and Coach Krackemeyer.
Alexis, you and I talked in Northridge when the Mustangs won there. It always seems like you're in the scoring column in a big game. Tonight you hit 2 big free throws to go up by make Sterling hit a 3 to win it. Talk about what's going through your mind when you hit those 2 free throws.
Well, what was going through my mind when I went up to the line was I better make these for my team because we worked hard to get here.
I heard all week in practice it was tough. Had to work hard on fouls, ran a lot of sprints. Talk about the preparation you guys took to this game.
Well, we're having problems with a lot of fouling, so we just worked on keeping our hands off and playing tight defense without touching.
Obviously that showed up tonight as you guys win. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Coach, tough loss back in January 13th to these guys. You got a little bit of revenge. Talk about what you did and how you prepared your team for tonight.
Well, I think the best thing that happened tonight was we came back from our last game that was very similar in the first half, had the lead, let them come back in, and yet we learned a lot from that loss. And so just to be able to come back and do the things that we talked about and get to the free throw line at the end and go ahead and knock those shots down, it's just awesome for the kids to be able to learn from last week and come back and do it against Sterling. You know, maybe the last time we play them, not in our league anymore, but it's always nice to beat a good Sterling team.
Most definitely, as they are a rival of Fort Morgan's. And Coach, you've got 1 win under your belt, 3 games to go in the next 4 games. How do you continue to keep your team energized as we head to the rest of the schedule?
Well, we talked yesterday about the fact that we've got 4 opportunities to make ourselves better and 4 opportunities to play the game of basketball this week, and so there really shouldn't be, any negative to getting a chance to play that many games, because our big deal is just to make ourselves better at the game of basketball, and we'll get 3 more opportunities to do that this week.
Thanks, Coach, and congratulations on the win tonight.
Thank you.
A great win for these Mustangs as we finish up here tonight. Final scores 38-35. Mustangs led the majority of this basketball game, had the lead get away from them late there in the fourth quarter as Sterling had the 1-point lead. Mustangs did well to quickly recover, take the lead right back, and as Braden had the chance to talk with Alexis Bills there, Bills with the 2 clinching free throws as she extended the lead for the Mustangs to 3. Not enough time left on the clock for Sterling as the Mustangs come away victorious, and with that win go to 2-8 in Tri-Valley League play. Sterling now also 2-8 in Tri-Valley League play. Mustangs have a lot of makeup games here this week with weather affecting last week's schedule. They'll be playing again on
tomorrow night against Weld Central, followed up by a game Friday, and then Saturday against Northridge, which is this last Friday's makeup game. So the Mustangs have a tough schedule ahead of them as there's lots and lots of games, as Coach Krackemeyer said, but the girls are excited as they get to play a lot of basketball in a short amount of time, and it's a game they all love. So look to see the Mustangs kind of carry this confidence of this win into the rest of this week.
A lot of excitement on the floor as the Mustangs, again, come away with the win here tonight. Great basketball game played all around. The team effort you'd like to see. Mustangs not really hurting themselves with the fouls here tonight, so a good adjustment in the week of practice in preparation for this basketball game tonight. Some unofficial numbers as we finish up here. Sammy Pettyjohn closes the evening out with 5. Allie Schneider 16. Alexis Bills with 10. Ashley Apple with 7. Unofficial numbers here as we close out tonight's basketball game. Appreciate all of you joining us. Braden and I will be back with you shortly. Until then, everybody, have a safe and good night. Thanks for listening. Our sound producer, engineer in the studio, Christy Creighton. For Mustang Basketball, I'm Josh Miller. alongside Braden Schneider. Final score 38-35. Mustangs win. You've been listening to Mustang Basketball on B106, B106.com. Have a good night.